Hello again. I hope you've benefited from this course. On this online course, we've covered a number of fundamental areas about developing knowledge and understanding of academic writing and academic genres. Writing isn't an easy skill, it takes time and effort. Initially, we discussed how writers are not born. After all, it's not an innate skill which you're born with. It has to be learned and developed. Fundamentally, this requires a skill of thinking. It requires you to think about the writing process. Who are you writing for? Why are you writing? Some of these questions can be addressed by A, understanding the requirements and expectations, and by B, understanding academic genres. What genre are you writing for? Are you writing a report, an introduction, a systematic literature review? What's the purpose of each section? So, for example, a literature review would seek to identify a gap in the literature. Now, this would need you to be methodical in how you approach other literature, thinking about them in a balanced yet critical perspective. Closely related to this, we looked at grammar. Now, grammar is not only there for second or foreign language speakers, I believe. It can help first language speakers too. Think about the words and phrases you use, the noun, the adjective, the verb, adverb, sentence ordering and sentence structuring. How will my audience interpret these on a sentence and paragraph level? What impression does your writing create? So think about the impact of your language choices on your reader. Other language features related to grammar that you may want to think about include, for example, whether you use a first person, I, in active sentences, or the type of reporting verbs. Will you use suggest, or would you use something along the lines of argue? And whether hedging will be used to show the likelihood and strength of certain assumptions and statements. These language features can help your overall purpose, which is to persuade, for which you need to show A, that there's a need for your research, and B, why. These things could help answer the so what question for your research. Bear in mind, though, that it's not just the writing you're focusing on, it's the thinking. The writing is the end product, but how you get to it, the quality and level of critical thinking is important. So in this sense, focus on developing your critical thinking about genre to develop your writing. This brings us to the end of the academic writing and academic genres course. I hope you've benefited and thank you for participating, and goodbye.